Alright guys, so this is a review of the CRKT M-16 13 Zlek. So that essentially means that it is the straight edge version of the M-16. So it has the seatbelt cutter as well as the glass breaker. So don't mind the shotgun, it's actually turkey season right now, so just in case I see anything out here. I bought this knife a couple weeks ago. So I just wanted something that would have a seatbelt cutter and a glass breaker in it that I could carry in my car. I actually like this knife. The feel of it is really nice. Because of the seatbelt cutter here, when you hold it in your hands, it actually prevents your hands from slipping if you were to actually make those movements and stab something. So that feels really nice. So it's got two ways to close it here, two things that you have to kind of do at the same time. So it's got the safety here, and then you have to slide this little piece to the left. So you have to hold the safety down, one hand, do that, and then just push it shut. So what's cool is that actually when it's shut, you can use both the seatbelt cutter and the glass breaker. Just pull it out of your car, break the glass, cut the seatbelt, and you can actually open it just with one hand like that. Let me try that again. Yeah. So I have to lubricate it a bit, but once it is, you can just snap it open with one hand, and it's it's a really nice knife to use here. So today, what I'm gonna do, we got this old car. What is it? It's a Chrysler, just on the farm here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this to actually test the glass breaker. I've actually never used it before, and then there's a seat belt in there as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as if I had to in a real situation. And in a real situation, you're not going to have time to put on protective gloves and stuff. So I'm going to use it the exact same way, and we'll see if I actually get cut up by this glass or not. Yeah, so I'm going to smash the glass, open the door, cut the seatbelt. We'll see how that works with me holding the camera, because it might be a little bit difficult with one hand, but let's see how this goes. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Just gotta find the handle, open. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that, but cutting the seatbelt was pretty easy, especially the first cut, just because it was on an angle and it was taut. And you know what? When it's actually around somebody, the bottom would have been a lot easier too. One, because I'm trying to hold this camera with one hand and then cut it with the other. So really, if you had two hands, I imagine no problem with this. All right, so that's the window. See, it actually smashed with one hit, which was pretty cool. And then I just pushed the rest through, and you can see nothing happened to my hand. So just the one hit close to where I knew the lever was going to be to open the door. Opened it from the inside. And then the one cut, it actually went really easily. The second one was a little bit more difficult just because it was loose and there was nothing in there. So again, it's the CRKT, which I got oil, M-16 13 Zlek. So it's the straight edge version of the M-16. It's really just a nice knife too, all around to hold. It's really nice. Like this is, it's like some kind of plastic here, but it's a nice knife to hold. Close with one hand. It's got both functions available at the same time. So, yeah, nice knife.